All right, let's watch. QAnon and sovereign citizens are coming for the child welfare system.
So it goes to the four-corner rule with parentheses or quotes or anything in grammar. Four-corner rule is if you have it in brackets, it's not part of the document.
You kind of lost me, Tim, I'm going to be honest.
Really?
Well, a little bit, yeah.
I thought you were like an English major or something.
I am an English major, but here's why. The parentheses are part of a document.
Well, not in this part, because it's a full box.
Tim Colburn is going to court to revoke his U.S. citizenship. He hopes it can help get his daughter back.
What are all of the things that you believe the government has taken away from you?
They took away my liberty. They took away my freedom to choose where I want to live, to choose what I want to do for a job. They took away my right to parent my child.
When he was 21 years old, Colburn was charged with having sex with a 14-year-old. He didn't know her age at the time.
You believe you're innocent.
I know, I absolutely am.
But Colburn pled guilty in exchange for lifetime probation. Eventually, he started to resent and disobey the terms. No internet, no leaving town without permission, registering as a sex offender.
If I followed every single one of probation's restrictions, you would not be able to be a functional member of society.
Bro, how old was he? What? Oh, he was 21?
Colburn was charged with having sex with
even then, that fucking age gap is insane, obviously. Don't get me wrong. I thought he was 28. I was like, holy fucking shit. But 14, bro? God damn, libertarianism is literally just fucking brain disease. Libertarians, stop having sex with 14-year-olds challenge. Impossible difficulty.
a 14-year-old. He didn't know her age at the time.
You believe you're innocent.
I know, I absolutely am.
But Colburn
Is he going to say, actually, it's ephebophilia?
Not be able to be a functional member of society.
his latest probation violation, repeatedly being in a room alone with a minor, in this case, his newborn daughter.
I just wanted to be a dad.
When the Arizona Department of Family Services opened an investigation, Colburn and his wife, Annie, went on the run. Then in December, with the help of a SWAT team, the department removed the baby and placed her in foster care.
There was no neglect in any way, shape, or form. That baby was so happy.
Desperate and fed up, Colburn and his wife are going on the offense. They're turning to radical strategies that challenge government authority.
I'm gonna personally sue judges. So the one that's holding our daughter hostage, basically, he's upholding a case of fraud. I can go after his cars, I can take everything.
Like, some of the fucking laws that we have are insane, revolving around like public indecency and shit like that. Like you can get fucking clapped up as a sex offender for like peeing outdoors and shit like that. Forever.
Smile.
Right? But I feel like this is the instance where it's like kind of deserved. If you fuck a 14-year-old, like, yeah, you're gonna have to fucking register. I don't understand. Like, you shouldn't have fucked a 14-year-old, dude. Like, 14-year-olds are very young, chat. Some of you are very young as well, so you probably are having a hard time comprehending that. Like, there's like, 16, 17, 18-year-olds in the chat. He didn't know, though? Bro, that is like... he didn't know? Has a cap. The court didn't seem to care.
8 months of
This is a very aggressive strategy to take against someone who has a lot of power over your case.
Of course. It's the only one that will scare people enough to not screw with you.
Adherents go by many names: American nationals, free men. Everyone else calls them sovereign citizens.
Sovereign is one's own government for oneself. Instead of being a U.S. citizen, I'm going to be an American national. And it's going to have limited diplomatic immunity.
Jesus Christ.
Just about any lawyer would disagree with that premise. So Tim is going to court to fire his lawyer.
They're going to adopt my daughter out if I don't move forward. So I have to move forward today,
and I don't need.
Okay, as much as I fucking hate sovereign citizen memes, though, and all this shit, like,
Neville.
hold on. Like, it doesn't seem like he's I mean, I don't know. Is he a repeat offender? Has he done more? Like, he should be able to demonstrate that he has rehabilitated, and like, it should not be a permanent crime. People are gonna get mad at me for saying this, but the reality is, like, maybe I'm wrong. And of course, Vice does have a tendency to bury the lead in some stuff like this exclusively so they can. Yeah, what's happening in this guy's? Oh my God, this guy's head. Oh, what the fuck? Look. I can't stop. Bro, my man is so fucking smart that his brain literally left a dent on his skull. Okay? You can see his brain from the outside, dude. He's so wrinkly, dude. What is happening? Cutis verticis gyrata. Damn it, now I fucking feel bad, dude. I just thought he was... Yeah, that's a surprise ableism, dude. I have cellulitis in my toe, not a fucking head thing. No, yeah, it's called Cutis verticis gyrata. It can be really fucking bad. Thickening of the scalp. People show visible folds, ridges, creases on the surface of the top of the scalp. The number of folds can vary from 2 to roughly 10, are typically soft and spongy. These folds cannot be corrected with pressure. The condition typically affects the center or rear regions of the scalp, but sometimes can involve the entire scalp. Hair loss can occur over time when the scalp thickens through hair within furrows remains normal. Thus far, due to the apparent rarity of the condition, limited research exists and causes are not yet determined. Y'all are insane. This dude has a wrinkly head. No. That's a condition. I mean, it can get really, really fucked up, but yeah, that's definitely like... Honestly, permanent probation seems like bullshit. Just like give the guy jail time or whatever in accordance with the law, but making his life unlivable by putting restrictions like no internet access, never being able to be in your room with your child forever is abhorrent. Yeah, I really came in here. Okay, let's stop talking about the scalp for a second and get back to the fucking point at hand, which is
5 months now.
I really came in here like hating on this dude, but now that I think about it, like if he is like demonstrating that he has been rehabilitated, if he's like married to a fucking, you know, normal aged lady, shit like that, then he should be able to fucking you know, live normally and shit. Wait, what is this? Press reader? Sex offender arrested after attempting to flee. His convictions were 2 sexual battery, 2 counts of lewd and lascivious acts with a child under the age of 14. Under the age of 14? Is that the guy?
Back again, troops.
Timothy James Colburn. Why is Vice saying 14 if the criminal charge was under the age of 14?
Advisory counsel. I do not want advisory counsel. I'm very capable of representing myself. Thank you, Your Honor.
But Colburn does have a less conventional advisor. David Straight, an Oregon rancher who teaches sovereignty with a QAnon spin.
Right here in Arizona, between 55 and 60 children every month that were taken by CPS disappear out of the state records. Who removes the record? Attorneys and judges. Trafficking children.
The result is a mega conspiracy that Child Protective Services is abducting children to sell them abroad.
How many people have had problems with the courts in here? All of you, that's why you're here.
Colburn has paid Straight $6,000 so far for legal services. he invited us to attend this seminar, which he helped organize. We're the first media outlet to ever film at one.
So let's say two people want to go and own.
He has to be rehabilitated if he managed to share a situation and get married, right? Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. I feel like permanent probation is
You'll want
kind of, well, one, it's an oxymoron, and two, it is kind of fucking wild, you know what I mean? Supervision is appropriate. Supervision is appropriate, for sure. But if he's like demonstrated that he agreed to it, though, yeah, to fucking avoid prison.
Own a property, but they don't have the money for that property. So how many days would they need to camp there to own that property?
Did they vote for Biden? If they vaccinated, knock on the door, tell them to get their affairs in order because their lifespan is 3 years.
Oh my God, dude. They're such fucking freaks, bro.
For adverse possession laws, you can walk in and pay 2 years property taxes up front and own the home.
That's not true. But David teaches that a secret set of laws has been hidden from the people.
Wait,
Harnessing
what?
them means you can speed.
What? Vinay DT, thank you for the 50 gifted subs. 50 big ones, dude. Yeah, dude. Billions of people that have gotten vaccinated are going to fucking die in 3 years. What a psychotic way to live the world.
On the highway, ignore taxes, and pretty much do whatever you want.
The ultimate goal is what?
Bro, I love that. Secret laws, dude. A set of laws that libtards don't want you to know about. I love this, dude. Lawyers hate him. Here's how one man is teaching you how to steal someone else's house. This is literally bird law? Yeah, dude.
To be free.
Who do you think is attracted to your seminars?
Usually the ones that come to the seminars are people who have been injured by government, who see the corruption. They've had their homes foreclosed, abuse on the highways by our highway robbers.
How deep do you think this goes?
Completely underground. It goes so satanic and so deep, it's not even funny. Satanic rituals are performed in this country using children.
Dude, this, like, I was interested in finding about this dude's situation, but this went to a different place so quickly. Like, I've already lost the plot on the previous dude. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it went 0 to 100 in like no seconds.
I did talk to one other parent who's used your ideas, who said she thinks that you are a scammer. And, you know, she talked to you on the phone and she says that you told her that if she wants to get her kids back, the real way to do it is to go into the foster home where they are and just shoot it up.
No, I've never said that.
Do you condone violence in any situation to get your kids back?
Here's the thing. Do you have a right to defend your home and your castle and your property? Even Jesus Christ said you may have to sell your cloak and buy a sword. You hang on to your kids tightly. When evil comes for them, they have no right to touch your children.
So it sounds like you're not advocating that a parent whose child is being taken beat up the CPS worker.
I think the parents should do anything in their power to defend their right to keep their child. And if that's death, yeah.
Alleged sovereign citizens have occasionally turned violent.
A gunman in a silver SUV trying to drive through the front of the Forsyth County Courthouse, a self-described sovereign citizen.
Sir, is this an maritime admiralty law courtroom that we're processing me through?
No, it's not.
And as the ideas spread on the internet, new types of crimes are occurring.
She's got a unique defense. She claims she's a divinely empowered entity immune from laws.
Many of them now involve the child welfare system.
If you kill a CPS worker or you kill a government official, you could be found innocent, you know?
No, that's not true. Why does that guy have a gun? That guy should not have a gun. Oh my God. Dude, I'm sorry I'm sorry, dude. But so many fucking insane people have guns, dude, in this country. God damn it, dude. Holy fucking shit.
Oh, excuse me. Do you know if Miss Kelly Hughes is here? No idea. I'm sorry.
This spring, a man who had posted on social media about revoking his citizenship using David Straight's paperwork was arrested.
Adverse possession is a real thing, but it's usually like 10 to 20 years of uninterrupted occupation that is known to the public at large. These motherfuckers acting like there's secret laws like the secret menu at In-N-Out. I mean, didn't that even not work for the dude who was, what do you call it? Who was like living at the other place? There was a dude who was like, wasn't it in Connecticut? It's 7 years in Texas for adverse possession and paying property taxes. Well, I guess that dude did not pay property taxes, right?
Arrested.
Yeah, I'm actually being held hostage.
Oh.
He'd made terroristic threats against an adoption attorney, Kelly Hughes. She now fears for her life.
When did you first encounter the word sovereign citizen?
I supposedly got served with a stack of documents. It was absolute crazy gibberish. Their legal language wasn't even legal language. They were saying things like, your birth certificate isn't real, you're not a citizen, and all you have to do is say you're a sovereign citizen and you win your case. And they even had crazy videos such as, this is how people get their children back. After abusing.
Don't you think that some of this holds a bit of a truth? Like people in a high position still in power fiddles with child trafficking? Bro, the fucking, the tiny bit of truth there has nothing to do with like some fucking deranged person telling a child protection services person that they're going to fucking shoot them with their gun, okay? We're so far removed from the reality at that point. Are you fucking insane?
them.
What did you think when you read that stuff?
I wondered whether they were high or mentally ill.
Do you think that people who are part of the child welfare system need to watch out for their personal security because of ideas like this?
Absolutely. I've done over 1,000 CPS cases. I've never had anything like this.
But incidents like these are happening more and more. Since 2020, Neely Petrie Blanchard is one of 4 parents who plotted to kidnap their biological children out of foster care after reading conspiracy theories online.
The state and federal governments run on what they don't want you to know. It is emotional and psychological warfare. Sex trafficking in children is the perfect way to cover all this up and make money.
But kidnapping isn't why she's talking to me from jail. After years of working with a different sovereign citizen group in Florida, Petrie Blanchard decided that its leader was in on the conspiracy to traffic her daughters. She went to his house and fatally shot him in the head.
Okay, like, that's just a Florida woman. Like, you've arrested someone. Look what you've done. You've arrested someone for being from Florida. Okay? Yeah, I can't wait for her congressional run. You know what I mean? When she's out of jail. But also, like, why is it that so many of these people are just like people who could benefit greatly from mental health treatment, you know? Would be nice if they did that.
She's awaiting trial for murder and pleading not guilty by reason of temporary insanity.
What do you want other parents to know about sovereign citizens?
I've come to believe that it's a money-making business that helps spread conspiracy theories and supports giving false hope to people. I wanted my kids back so bad. Yeah, I did whatever he asked me to do.
To be honest with you, I low-key don't think it's that far off that some fucking sovereign citizen dude living in Florida was like unironically a sex trafficker, for the record. I'm just going to point that out for a second. It is not that far-fetched to assume that some dude who's a sovereign citizen, a libertarian in Florida, was doing sex trafficking of minors. So there is that part of the equation.
The bus is kind of a statement. So I'm ready to live off grid. Every time I get sick and tired of this, I usually just take off and I run. This is gonna be the master bedroom. And then right where you're standing, actually.
Dude, really? A school bus, dude? Really, dude? Not doing a lot of fucking wonders for your optics here, brother. You're running away from the state for consistently violating your probation rules that you agreed to because you were convicted of like raping a 14-year-old, and now you went and you bought a fucking school bus? What are you doing? Get a fucking RV, jackass. What the hell is wrong with you? Oh, dude, it's just what? I just bought this school bus to, you know, be off the grid.
This whole part is gonna be the shower because this emergency exit's gonna be a little skylight in the shower.
Since the seminar with David Straight, Colburn has been trying out his ideas in court. But he's also starting to have doubts.
It's really difficult to get any solid research on David. I just want to know if he's done any of the things that he said he's done.
See, I've gone to federal courts, and we walk in and we nullify their trial.
We looked into Straight. He says he's been involved in hundreds of court cases, but we couldn't find his name as a party in any, apart from a couple linked to his ranching business. Straight also claims to be a Navy SEAL.
I was a Navy SEAL. I'm taught to scan, so I scan.
I love all of these guys. They're always like valor theft. They're always doing valor theft too. It's so funny. Yeah, I've been taught to scan. I've been taught to give what is known as an ocular pat down.
And I see 2 police officers.
But we found no military records to support that claim.
It's disappointing because I held David in high respect, so that's disturbing.
How does it make you feel?
Cheated.
When we followed up with Straight, he told us that none of our questions were even correct, and then claimed not to know us, even though he had sat for our interview 6 weeks earlier. I asked him to send me a response and proof of how my questions were incorrect. He never did.
From the impression that you get from David in person, you expect him to be a better person than that. I might have to go a completely different route now. That is disturbing because, yeah, he did give me a little bit of hope. It was actually hope and motivation that I really needed, though. I was desperate, and I still am desperate. And I'm going to do anything it takes to get this resolved.
Where do you go next?
Our plan moving forward is just to sue everybody. Anybody that's attached to this case in any way, shape, or form, going back 20 years until I get some justice.
And if not?
If not, then I'm gonna go to a different country. Peace out.
For now, the Department of Family Services is moving steadily to terminate Colburn's parental rights. And a few weeks after this interview, on August 10th, Colburn was taken into custody at a court hearing. He's currently in jail, awaiting sentencing for probation violations.
Dude, it's weird, man. Like, because
4 months, love you.
like he doesn't seem like a fucking freak. Like I said, I think the proper thing in this situation is like constant monitoring, but like it's not, the child's not going to be better off, dude. The child's not going to be better off in the system if he's like not going to fucking, harm the child. No. He's a freak in like the annoying sovereign citizen kind of way. I don't know how to yeah, I mean, instead of proving he's a stable parent, he decided to go off the deep end. Yeah, I feel like there's other things that he could have done. You know what I mean? Like, go to an organization for rehabilitation. Like, I don't know, work within the system alongside like actual fucking orgs that would advocate for his advocate for his rehabilitation, get like real lawyers to work with him, you know what I mean? Instead of paying a random dipshit $6,000 fucking dollars only to go off the deep end and get a fucking school bus and like try to run away.
Tell me what your opinion is of the child welfare system.
Well, government has no authority whatsoever to even get involved in the family or in welfare. And that's been proven over and over.
Well, government disagrees with that, though, right?
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Child's not gonna be the system. It's a baby instantly adopted, dude. What the fuck? Like, that's still, you know, it's not 100%. Even if the kid gets adopted, it's not 100% that they're adopted to a fucking, you know, a decent family. You don't know that. I mean, obviously the fucking dad is not a decent person either from what we've seen so far, but I don't get it. Like,
Agrees with that, though, right?
No, they don't. No, they don't. Congress created two things: Social Security under Title IV and ASFA, which fund Child Protective Services. And in both laws from Congress clearly state the intent of government, and that's to never take a child from a parent without the parent's consent, unless the parent has been found through proper due process of law and convicted of a felony. That's not the way this.
But he did that. He was literally convicted of a felony. Sexually assaulting or statutory rape of a 14-year-old is literally that. Does he not think, oh my God, dude? I wonder if this guy's like, I don't get it. Is he going to say, actually, it's a phebophilia?
System works because the profit margins got too high. When government can make $3 or $4 million per child,
what?
They're going to take children.
I've never heard of that.
Look it up.
Yeah.
Wait, look it up. Do your research. Wait, how is the government give $3 million per child, dude? What? It's literally a fucking money sink. If anything, what? The foster system is fucking dog shit.
Happens all the time.
Are you ever worried that these tactics might backfire for your followers?
No, not if they actually do what I say. The problem is, you don't act as a king, as a free man, as someone who is knowledgeable in the law until you are knowledgeable in the law.
Is Tim on the right track?
Tim's on.
You gotta pay to adopt kids? Yeah, dude. Yeah, paying to adopt kids. You know, $3 million, dude. That's why the only children that are adopted by fucking multimillionaires. Are you fucking stupid?
On the right track. He needs to keep following through. You got to study, you got to learn, you got to apply yourself, you got to research, you got to, I mean, it takes work.
I mean, we already know that he's not an honest actor or even someone that knows what the fuck's going on with the law. You know what I mean? I'm just thinking, like, if you're a convicted sex offender of children, you probably should not buy a school bus as you're evading the authorities.